What's up, y'all? Welcome to Night Kids After Dark podcast for September 7th on this Thursday. I'm your host, BTGplays, joined by YanoNick and Professor Daxter. What's going on, fellas?
What's happening? How have you been?
Nothing. What's up, Lily? Sup, nerds? Wait, why Dax outside? So, if y'all didn't know, Dax lives outside of his house.
Yeah, I actually don't have a house. It's just I just live on the yard.
Yeah, he rents the parking lot or the driveway.
Yeah.
It's efficient.
It's cool out there.
Yeah, I doubt that.
No.
Oh, no, man. What y'all been up to, man?
Starfield.
Starfield. Oh, yeah, Dax, you probably been into Starfield heavy, huh? No?
I mean, I played it a little bit. It's actually really funny because I'm playing Horizon Forbidden West, and that caught my attention way more than Starfield did.
Really? I'm having a blast with Starfield.
I don't hate it, but it's really hard coming off of BG3 for me to like really appreciate Starfield at the moment. So
I
I'm gonna
got
give
you.
it a second to cook.
Yeah, I was about to say Baldur's Gate 3, man. Definitely game of the year.
Yeah, if you came from that game.
That's the game of the decade for me. I think it's probably one of my favorite games I've ever played.
Did you finish it?
At least. Yeah. I'm on my second playthrough.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Apparently, Starfield's the same way. Like it's like really good, and then your second playthrough is like really, really good.
So apparently it goes from like a Fallout or Skyrim in space to a roguelite. So you get new game plus 1, new game plus 2, new game plus 3, and things like parts of your memory get like removed each time you play through.
Yeah, they say it's pretty cool, and apparently,
I don't know what that means, but
apparently you choose your story, choose your path for real. Like you really have to choose like what you're gonna do in this world. They say don't try to do everything. You try to do everything, you're not gonna do nothing. Like for real.
Also, Lily, I know people can fuck a bear in BG3. I fucked a devil, so I mean we're not the same.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, I'm playing Starfield, and then I'm still playing Armored Core 6. Still loving that game.
I haven't.
Oh man,
it's one of those games where like I kind of wanted to play it because it was cool looking, but I don't think there's enough in it for me to like really jump on it. I mean, I might get it later once it's like on sale or something. But.
Yeah, I think there's definitely enough in it. Like they kind of do the same thing. Like there's 3 endings, so you have to do like new game plus and then new game plus plus, and you still keep all your stuff and you get newer stuff on newer missions unlocked in the new game plus and newer parts to the story. But yeah, I still haven't even got through my first playthrough because I just don't have the time. But the time that I've had, I'm enjoying it, and a lot of people are. I've gotten through chapter 3 of it. I want to say there's 5 chapters in the story, and I got a lot of people that are still stuck on chapter 1, so I'm proud of that.
To the Forbidden West and the New Horizon, like that's the whole point of the game is going to the Forbidden West, and I've like, I think I've got like 25 hours, and I haven't even gotten to the new area.
Nice.
I'm really interested in finding out whether or not they're going to, not whether or not they are going to do DLC for this game, but what the DLC is going to consist of. Since
for what, Starfield? You said Starfield, right?
Yeah, for Starfield.
Oh yeah, because the first DLC is already confirmed. So if you got the premium edition, you have access to. I forgot what it's called. It's like, I don't know, something with an S. Shattered something weird.
Shattered Souls.
Something like that. I'm interested in that
really
too.
Cool screenshots. Like I've seen some really gnarly looking areas.
Really?
Like, what I played of it, it's so hard for me though, because like I said, coming off of BG3 and Horizon, they both had such amazing voice acting and like facial like expressions and stuff whenever they talk. And Starfield for me is just more Skyrim or more Fallout with like a new area to explore, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but they're not known for like their quality of like character models, you know what I mean? So it's really hard for me to like, yeah.
It's good though. You'll enjoy it, especially like the gunplay and stuff. The gunplay feels great. I think that's typically with
I
Bethesda
tried
games, like
Melee, and I'm not having fun with Melee.
with Fallout. Like
No, no,
I
with,
don't.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying with Fallout, like that's the big thing that like turned me away from those is like the gunplay. Like I don't really like how it plays, but like when you play this, you can put it in third person or first person. It feels good as a first person shooter. But yeah, all right. Enough about the little time we have with our games these days, which sucks, but that's life. Let's get into story or what? Actually, I skipped the whole thing, huh? Well, today's stories include there's a new handheld coming out. I told you
PlayStation one.
no. This is it will get to it. New handheld coming out and Final Fantasy 16 is getting some DLC and it's coming to PC. I told you fuckers that it would come to PC.
I knew
You
it
did.
would.
You
I just thought it
did.
would be like a year.
They, yeah. And more because this is Night Kids After Dark podcast where gamers discuss gamer things every Monday and Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern right here on twitch.tv/Team Night Kids. If you don't want to watch live, you can always catch us later on YouTube, our YouTube podcast, or you can listen on podcast services by searching the 4 words Night Kids After Dark. Remember, if you like the show ad free, hit that sub button because it definitely helps us. Housekeeping. Yano's finished some video editing, which is exciting. So yeah, look forward to that.
Super stoked. I worked really hard on it, guys. And I apologize if I didn't get a chance to put every bit of content in there. There was just so much goodness happening. So be sure to check out the link in chat or check it out over at Team Night Kids Twitter/X.
Rainbow Kisses asked what time is the premiere. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, I think maybe the video.
Which one?
How long is it?
9 minutes. It
Oh,
was not
let's
intentional.
watch it here. Never mind. It's not a minute.
But yeah, that's it for housekeeping. So let's go ahead and start with the news. So the first news story, talk about this handheld. So IFA 2023, Lenovo reveals its first Windows 11 gaming handheld, new 3D monitor for business. IFA 2023, Lenovo introduced several new additions to Windows 11 gaming, including the new Lenovo Legion Go, the company's first Windows 11 handheld device for gamers, and its top-of-the-line Lenovo Legion 9i laptop. Businesses also got fresh options. I don't care about them. I care about this Legion. The Lenovo Legion Go brings the power of Windows 11 to a new mobile form factor powered by AMD Ryzen Z1 Extreme or Z1 processors that brings games to life on the 8.8-inch Lenovo PureSight gaming display. 10-point touchscreen enables intuitive control for scrolling, tapping, or swiping. Every Legion Go includes a complimentary 3-month Game Pass membership. Look, Game Pass 8. Whew. That gives players access to hundreds of high-quality games. Players will also appreciate the performance in longer gaming sessions that come with up to 16 gigabytes of LPDDR5X RAM at 42.9 capacity battery. Okay. Oh, what the handles come off like a switch.
You
Did
see it.
did not expect that. This handle also has support for super rapid recharge, which allows the battery to recharge up to 70% in just half an hour. When plugged in, there's a power bypass mode that protects the battery from extra degradation while eliminating the heat not normally produced while charging. Expect this handheld to be available in October next month. Really?
Yeah.
Players who prefer slightly bigger form factors can... Okay, so they're done talking about the handheld. Yeah. Looks
Did
cool.
anybody else get the Switch and it was like, man, this thing is like big, like it looks nice, and then you take the joysticks off and you're like, this screen is so tiny.
Yeah, no, exactly. It
It
definitely...
can fit in my pocket.
I mean, the OLED is great. Like when you compare the OLED to the regular, you're like, how did I even play on the regular Switch screen? Like, what the
I
heck?
just looked at this and I looked at like the joysticks and I'm like, this screen's gonna be tiny. I'm already mad.
No, it's 8.8, so it's probably... It's bigger. It's bigger than the Switch screen. Probably Steam Deck. Oh, the PS Portable is also 8 inches. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Do you think it looks good? Because I do think it looks a little blocky, but at the same time, it's efficient. It has a longer battery life, better screen. It doesn't overheat or doesn't have. It has better cooling. It's faster. Overall, it's a better product. But we know PlayStation has their product. Even I don't want to spoil nothing, but Microsoft might have their own handheld on the way as well.
Interesting. This looks sleek.
You can
It looks sleek to me, like slimmer than the Steam Deck.
I see the background, and that's what I'm like. Oh, that looks fancy, but like it's because of the background.
Oh, it also has buttons on the back of the controller, like the triggers. I do like that. It looks like cooling's pretty
Airflow.
efficient. I mean, look, it's QHD plus
Touch
144 hertz and it's touchscreen. I mean, the only thing, I mean, it's running Windows 11. It's cool, whatever, but you know, ecosystem counts for a lot, right? Because Steam, yeah, if you have a Steam Deck and
Oh,
you
that
have
actually looks
Steam,
pretty. It's pretty big in their hands, to be honest.
yeah, it has a touchpad. This looks cool. Will I get it? Probably not. But
I don't have any use for on the go games anymore. I just don't like. I don't think I've. I wanted to switch so bad. I don't think I turned that on like more than 4 times.
Would you say that this is marketed towards, I guess, someone for your,
College students.
yeah, you know,
Yeah, I think it's college students or people who have like long shifts, like a lot of downtime at work or something like that.
well, you know what? To be honest, now that you say that, that would be great because then I'd be able to play my PC games on the go. I might have to get one or a Steam Deck.
Because if I like I was on vacation with you guys, I don't think I even like used anything. Like I wasn't there ever. You know what I mean? Like I didn't have time for games or anything like that. So like it just doesn't. It's not a market for me. I don't think.
No, for sure. But there's definitely a market out there.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, enough about that. I'm actually excited to see it. I just want to see how it compares to the other handhelds like the Asus handheld and the Steam Deck. Like we're getting more and more handhelds every day. It's only look, Nintendo's gonna have to do something soon.
they really are.
That's the crazy part. Like Nintendo is that like has always been like we don't care whatever anybody else is doing. We're just doing what we do, and it's. I would say it's worked for the most part. Like Nintendo has such a huge fan base, right? So they can kind of get away with it, but I don't know. It's just getting harder and harder. Like it's so hard for me to like enjoy Nintendo products at this point. You know what I mean? Because it's just not meant for me marketing wise. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think
They just do what they want to do.
I think that's like one of their big things next is they have a huge market, but they also want to get the rest of the market as well. And what
Yeah.
kind of leads me to that thought process is the next story that we're gonna go over is from Game Informer. Zelda producer says there will be no DLC for Tears of the Kingdom. Between great reviews, you can read the Game Informers right here, and excellent sales that led to Nintendo having a record-breaking quarter. There's no question The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is a success for Nintendo. Despite that success, though, it seems the company is moving on from this Hyrule as Zelda producer Eiji Aonuma has revealed there will be no DLC for the game. That's what he told Japanese magazine Famitsu in a new interview as translated by Genki JPN on Twitter. Based on his comments, the team behind Tears of the Kingdom might be moving on to a new Zelda game in a new Hyrule too. He said, we have no plans to release additional content this time, but that is because we feel like we have done all we can to create play in that world. According to Genki, this time the reason we decided to make a sequel to a previous game in the first place was because we thought it would be worth experiencing new ways to play in Hyrule. If such reasons arise, then we may return to the same world. Whether it is a sequel or a new work, I think it will be a completely new way to play. So I hope you will look forward to it. I think this is just me, brainstorming and theory crafting. But I think there's not going to be another Zelda because
Ever?
of the news. No, they said they're making a new Zelda. Typically,
Another
Yeah, typically we get one Zelda or two Zeldas per Nintendo generation.
Oh, so
I
you're saying a new like a new system?
I think they're making a new Zelda for the new rumored rumored system for
Oh,
2025.
rumored.
Maybe the new
Yeah.
Nintendo will be on the level of the 360 by then. I'm excited.
Oh my gosh. No, get out of here.
Look, Nintendo's gonna come out. They're gonna be like, "Hey, guess what? This is our
Here's a
super
4090.
right.
Enjoy.
This is gonna be the Steam Deck of probably more powerful than the Steam Deck of Switches, but have backwards compatible, and they're still gonna sell the original Switches as well. They're gonna be like, you get to choose your option. If you want to play these higher quality games, get this Switch, but we're also gonna come out with our normal Nintendo Switch games as well. Watch.
It works.
So I actually had a conversation. People were talking about how Tears of the Kingdom in like the conversation for Game of the Year. Right now it's BG3. I don't think there's another game that's even come close. I'm hoping Spider-Man like takes it for me, but like BG3 is right now my game of the decade for sure. Do you think that Zelda has a chance at all?
Of course.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, just this year
Strong
alone, I
fan
think
base.
I think a lot of games have a chance. Not that they're gonna win, but there has to be somebody for the games to go against, right? We started off this year with, think about it, we had not even starting with Tears of the Kingdom, we had Hogwarts. Hogwarts came out this
Oh
year.
yeah.
We had
People at the
Tears,
beginning of the year usually have a hard time being remembered by
right,
the end, though.
right. No, for sure. We had God of War Ragnarok. We
Wait,
had
we did? I thought that was last year.
I thought
no,
it was
what
last year.
wasn't was that no, that was this
Hold
year,
on.
wasn't it?
It's probably this year. Hold on.
Man,
Or
this year's going by fast.
was it November? Oh wait, but November counts for this year. Oh no,
Yeah,
wait, God of War Ragnarok was that game?
Came
No,
out
that was
November 9th.
no. So it was in Game of the Year last year because didn't it win?
Yeah, it won Game of the Year last
Yeah.
year.
So yeah,
It
it
beat
didn't
out
count for
Elden Ring.
yeah. All right, so we had Tears of the Kingdom, we had Hogwarts, you got Armor Core 6, you got a lot of games came out. You
Wait,
got
no, I thought
Starfield.
Elden Ring won, right? Because we even had the whole conversation, and then
I can't
Cindy
remember.
won Elden Ring.
Maybe Elden Ring did win. Yeah,
I
because
thought
you
Elden
wanted.
Ring won.
No, I don't
You know
know.
what? We
Just
could find
Google
out.
it.
Because I remember saying, I said God of War deserves to win, but it was more accessible for Elden Ring to win, so Elden Ring was going to win, and then they won. I was hot that last year. I was all over it.
Elden Ring won Game of the Year.
Okay,
last year.
then. Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Wow.
It literally shows the awards as the game award. Oh, for best performance, never mind. But it was
I'm-
nominated.
I'm trying to think. There's a lot of games that came out this year, and like it's so many that I can't even think of all of them. God, dog. Any come to your mind?
Not off the top. I mean, a lot of games did come out this year, but we kept saying we said exactly this. Well, by this time, like Spider-Man came. Did Spider-Man?
No, it
What
comes
game?
out in a couple months.
No, Spider-Man comes out soon.
Mm-hmm.
But then you also got the indie games. Octopath Traveler 2 came out. You
Oh,
still
yeah.
got Wolong Dynasty that could come out and kill it. Resident Evil 4 remake.
Wolong already came out, right?
No,
That
it's
was the
coming out.
one for.
Or
that was
no,
like the
I'm
Soul
thinking of
Wukong.
yeah, not Wolong. Wukong. I'm thinking of Wukong. Wukong's coming out.
I'm excited for Wukong. Wukong's cool.
It
Yeah,
looks great.
Mhm.
that definitely looks great. Redfall's not in there. Tears of the Kingdom came out. Oh, Street Fighter
Resident
6.
Oh,
And
Street
you
Fighter
still got
6.
Diablo
I
4. You
highly
still got
doubt- I
Diablo
don't see-
4.
I don't
Diablo
see a-
4.
I don't see a fighter ever winning Game of the Year.
Okay.
Ever?
But still, you got Final Fantasy 16 in there as well.
Mhm.
You still got, I mean, Pikmin 4 is probably not going to win Game of the Year, but it's definitely coming. You had a
Most
lot of,
family-friendly Game of the Year.
yeah. Oh, you got Mortal Kombat 1. You still got Liza P coming out this year.
Oh, Mario Wonder. Yeah, that's gonna be cool.
Yeah, you still got
Especially after the movie.
Alan Wake 2, and you got Spider-Man 2. And Super
And
Mario
maybe
Bros. Wonder.
Wolverine. They haven't released the date yet.
Oh, that's definitely not coming out this year. No way.
There's
No
a lot
way.
of good games coming out.
Yeah, you still got Mario RPG, Avatar games coming out. Man,
You talking about the
Metro
last
Prime
or
remaster.
the blue people?
the blue people.
Oh, see, I'm not interested anymore.
Oh, instant.
But it's still a crazy year for games, and
Yeah.
and then you're like you saying, like Baldur's Gate 3 is out now, but then you got Spider-Man right around the corner.
I think the thing about Baldur's Gate is it literally encapsulates. So like the idea that an RPG is even in the talks of a game of the year or being as highly received as Baldur's Gate 3 is just unheard of. Most people don't really. RPGs has such like a niche, and I'm not talking like RPG in terms of like Fallout or Skyrim or something like that. I'm talking like a true turn-based RPG.
Right.
Is
No,
that
for sure.
turn-based RPG?
It's, I mean, kind of, for the most part.
Do we have
it's
those
like
anymore?
it's like a true AAA turn-based RPG. It's unheard of, and people like 200 and some thousand people on Steam alone with positive reviews. It's like crazy.
Yeah, I
You're right.
mean, you never know though, because I mean, like I
Just
said,
released for PS5.
and then but I'm saying even with Starfield, like it beat those numbers off of early day access stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, so it's definitely going to be in the talks for it regardless. So yeah, we got a lot to look forward to this year. But either way, we went off on a rant for sure. But yeah,
Sorry.
I don't think Zelda is I think this is more evidence that the new Switch is definitely coming sooner than we think.
So
For sure.
just a heads up, Baldur's Gate 3 currently has 268,000 overwhelmingly positive reviews. Like that's nuts.
I'm
All right,
not
sorry.
surprised.
Go
It's a
on.
fantastic game,
I played it.
and I
I
haven't
know.
played it yet.
I'm not saying that it's not. I'm sure it is. I just haven't played it.
Yeah.
But
It's
yeah,
crazy because like I never thought in any day that a game like this would be like where it's at. So
yeah, it's gonna be an exciting game of the year
It is.
show.
and we're
for the
gonna
Game
be
Awards.
there. Are you?
I'll be
I
there.
hope so. Let's go on to our next news story. This is a little bit actually we're gonna go off of a video game rant for a little bit. Let's go into anime. This is an interesting story. Before I show the story, the title of the story is 20 Best Anime Trios of All Time Ranked. I would like you guys to tell me your best trio of all time before I show the list, and then see if yours is on there.
Ooh. Okay. Now I've already seen the list, but I
haven't.
do have to say my favorite is okay, if y'all have seen Hajime no Hippo, you know that Hippo has what's his name? He goes by anyways, he has his three compadres, he has three friends who the story sometimes follows, and their stories are just as inspiring because depending on how their match goes, it inspires Hippo to do well in his matches. Anyways, it's fantastic. I like them. And they go out to drink and eat and support one another, but they're also hard on one another to help one another grow and get better. Anyways, that's what I like to see.
Oh man, I wish I would have said this. You got a best trio, Dex?
Yeah, Tom, Jerry, and the pit bull from Tom. Okay.
All right, that counts.
Does it actual?
No, it doesn't.
I think Yu Yu Hakusho's was really good, right? It
Ooh,
had
that's
three.
a good one.
I don't remember
Alright.
their names.
So let me go into because mine is definitely on there, and you guys can probably guess my favorite trio of all time. But all right, so number 20. This is Komi, Tadano, and Najimi. Haven't seen this anime. It's a romantic comedy anime. Komi can't communicate. If you guys know, they're number 20. I don't know them. Number 19. I hope most of us know this trio. Team Rocket, Jesse James, and
They got shafted
Meowth.
by being 19. That's crazy.
They're
Eh.
on the list, so I'll
They
take it.
iconic though.
Yeah, they're on it. So we know where they're from. Oh. Okay, and then you got number 18, which is Guns, Griffith, and Casca
Man,
from Berserk. The 90s Berserk anime adapted the Golden Age arc of manga. That's interesting. I never even thought about that. Yeah.
they
okay.
are a trio.
Yeah, yeah. And then number 17, I wouldn't have considered this a trio, but I guess this works. Goku, Vegeta, and Piccolo.
I was thinking of a Dragon Ball Z, but I couldn't think of who would the third one have been.
Yeah, I mean, I guess in in the beginning of Dragon Ball Z, I would have definitely been like, oh yeah, Goku, Vegeta, and Piccolo are like the only
For sure.
three that can do anything.
Yo, to be fair, Krillin puts it down considering he's only
He
human.
does. He does.
Yeah, now he's trash. I hate what they did to
Oh,
Krillin.
Because
I
he's
hate
a
it.
father?
He was still in the
Gohan's a
the
father
power.
too.
No, he's not. Let's not push those words. He's not.
He is.
Gohan is a father.
Oh, I think
Not Goku. No, Gohan is a really good dad.
That's funny.
If you watch the new Dragon Ball superhero movie's pretty good. They definitely gave Gohan and Vegeta their shine. Oh, and Piccolo.
And
All three of
Piccolo.
them got their shine, which is legit. Okay. The next group is Spike, Jet, and Faye from Cowboy Bebop. Definitely can see this for sure. Yeah, I definitely would call them. Oh, number 16, I don't know.
Yeah.
Ray, Shinji, and Asuka from Neon Genesis. I forgot all about them. Dang. That's a good trio for sure.
Sad story.
I feel like I'm going to go back and watch it. I haven't watched it in so long. I used to watch this all the time.
Years.
Next one is Mugen, Jin, and Fu. Oh my god, from Samurai Champloo. I forgot about them too. That's a very good trio. Have you ever watched Samurai Champloo? Dax, I think you would like this.
I've seen the characters before. I like the art style too.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
really
and the
good. It's
music.
got great like hip hop music and shit, and it's dope. Dope. Ichigo, Chad, and Yuru from Bleach. Okay. Now with Bleach, the new 1,000-Year War on Hulu, yeah. I'm glad they brought it back. Oh yeah.
I need them to have like a hurry up season so I can just see everything and understand it and get to the good stuff.
I mean, to be honest, you could just watch the new series. It's the 1,000-Year War. It pretty much just catches you up on everything, and it doesn't
That might
even
do
matter. It doesn't even matter if you watch the old stuff.
Season 2 bored me.
Season
They were in the
2.
house and it had nothing to do with anything.
Oh,
Good old
They were in that like
fillers.
mansion.
yeah, you kind of And then you got Eren, Mikasa, and Armin from Attack on Titan.
I tried so hard to like that show.
Trash. I still
hated
can't.
Attack on Titan.
I literally have 2 episodes left, and I just cannot watch them because I really had to force myself to watch the show. And
Yeah. Okay.
I'm
everybody's
yeah.
like, this is the greatest show to ever hit the TVs, and I'm like,
and
I don't get it.
I don't get it either. It never really struck that with me. I'm just like, I literally was just trying to watch it to finish it so I could definitely
about
and be like,
Have an
it's not that great. But
So
I still
the art
stand
style
on
is not good, or
Okay, but
the plot is terrible.
there's more to anime than just art. I've seen animes with
True.
shitty art that are great.
True.
Sure. It's. I think the art's fine. I don't know. I didn't have any interest in the plot of what was happening. It was just
Yeah,
like,
and I feel like I have no ties to any characters, to be honest.
yeah.
Like, I'm just like, oh, whatever. Everybody just die. Y'all just want to keep fighting wars over some
This is
stupid
the
shit.
Game of Thrones of anime.
Yeah. Well, not even that. I would not even. Yeah. But okay. Maybe in the first few seasons, yeah, I'll give it to these 3. And then of course you got Ash, Misty, and Brock. Number 11.
Hey, I'm surprised I didn't say that.
Pokemon on here
Crazy.
two times.
That's
Oh, we
true.
won in the tables.
Number 10, you got Emma, Norman, and Ray. Okay. Promise Neverland. I didn't
That's
think
such a
about
good
them.
anime. I
But
enjoyed that.
this is that is dark.
I wonder if they're gonna
Dark.
have the trio from Hunter x Hunter.
Number 9, you got Tanjiro, Zenitsu, and Enos. Inosuke from Demon Slayer. This
I
is
do like Demon
definitely
Slayer
a
a lot.
legit trio for sure. And then number 8. Oh, look, Daichi Sugawara and
I
oh
haven't
my god,
finished this, but it's
from
so
Haiku,
good.
bro.
Is this a sports anime?
It's
Yeah,
about
volleyball.
fucking volleyball.
I love sports anime. I don't know why.
This is literally okay. So the first sports anime I ever watched was that new anime Blue, the soccer one, and I was like, oh, this is so
Technically,
awesome.
Beyblades. You probably watch Beyblades. It's technically a sport.
Nah, that no, I don't know. Like no, the soccer one, that one's dope. And then somebody was like, hey, you should watch Haikyuu. You'll probably like it. And I was like, all right, I'll give it. I was like, it's volleyball. Like I don't want to watch volleyball, bro. Fell in love with it. Watched
So
all the
good.
seasons. I still like Blue better, but this is very good. They're both very good. And I'm waiting for because they're ending this off with a movie, and I'm waiting for the movie so I can finally be done with it. But it's so emotional, so great. Never knew I could get so into volleyball. Ah, and then you got Yame Hattori and Shiguri Soma from Fruits Basket.
Shigori. Isn't it Shigori?
Shiguri.
What? When did Fruit
Yeah,
Basket
Shiguri.
come out? Because I feel
Oh,
like
I
it's
don't
been
know.
out for some
80s.
time.
I think it was like
Yeah.
80s, but I don't know if that
So-
was the anime or if that was just the manga.
I
'Cause
give him that.
Yeah.
Number 6, Yuji Megumi and Nobara.
I still haven't
this-
watched this.
This is oh my god, you have to watch the new
I
season.
know.
The
I
new
know.
season. The new season literally just kicked off last week for real. Like the first 4 episodes was like prequels to like understand more of what happened in season 1, and that was really good. It was a flashback. It was good. But yeah, I love this anime as well. Number 5, Denji Power and Aki Chainsaw Man. Oh yeah, of course. I give it. Damn, they made number 5. I don't know if it's just because they're so new, but I mean, it's really Chainsaw Man's really good.
I still haven't even watched the first episode of it. I know. Falling behind. I
Bro,
know.
just watch.
I have to choose between video games or TV, so I always choose
Typically, I can.
video games.
Well, I would like to, but I can do TV while I'm with my kids. And surprisingly, my son, he started watching Demon Slayer,
Oh wow.
and he's on episode 14 of the first season in like
My
a week.
daughter is watching Sailor Moon and Pokemon on repeat now.
Oh nice.
He's all about them demon slaying. Crazy. And number 4, you got Lloyd, Yor, and Anya from Spy Family. Oh, I didn't think about that. Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a
I
good
like that one.
duo. Yeah.
Trio. Yeah. And number 3, you got Midoriya, Bakuga, and Todoroki from My Hero
I tried
Academia.
so hard to like this show.
Oh,
I tried
man.
so hard. I watched
love
it on
it.
4 separate occasions, and I just did not.
Man, I mean, look, maybe it's
tried.
not for everybody, but I really enjoy it.
I think the problem with anime is it doesn't hook you early, and then by the time you get to like the really cool stuff, it's so far in. Like that's why I like Demon Slayer so much, is because like episode 1, it was like bam, right in your face and ready to go.
Oh,
And
okay. I
which
can
is
see
why
that.
I like that anime so much.
But I mean, to me, it never feels that long because episodes of anime are only 20 minutes. So like, I get through 3 episodes in an hour.
Well, the
feel
thing
like-
is like I'll watch it and be like, okay, this isn't too bad. This isn't too bad. I turn it off and be like, I'll watch it later, and then I just never watch it later because like it didn't hook me immediately. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
I watched the entire thing of Demon Slayer in less than like 3 days.
I mean, it is.
Gosh. So when
it is
you're
a
hooked, you're hooked.
To be fair, it was only like 12 episodes.
Yeah, it's short.
It was
and
short.
and it's fast paced, so
Yeah.
makes sense. And then of course number 2, which is who I would have picked, Sanji, Luffy, and Zoro from One Piece.
Fair. Yeah.
Yeah. And then come on, why did these number 1? So Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura are number 1. You can't even call that a trio.
What's funny
It
is
is a
I was
trio.
gonna say Naruto, Sasuke, and the
Kakashi?
Kakashi.
Thank you. However, I didn't want to be that person who always uses Naruto as like
Look, even when they did this, they picked the image with Kakashi in the background to be like, we really mean Kakashi, not Sakura.
Who would you take out of it then?
Sakura.
She got some healing stuff to do. She ain't got time to be taking photos.
Oh man, but no, it's a cool list.
She's got a family to raise on her own.
I don't know if that's true. You talk about bad fathers. Oh man,
At least
Sasuke.
Sasuke hasn't died 8 times.
Oh my god.
Well, see, that just shows how much he loves his kids. He keeps coming back. Maybe he can get it right one time.
He's like, I love fighting. That's why I came back.
All right. Next story is because Lily said Sasuke said, "I'm a train with Goku." No, for sure. He really did. The next story. This is from Yano. It's a trailer for a stop motion anime film called Junk World. Streams are making the video. Oh, they have making the video out. What is this about? It was from a crowdfunding campaign, and they raised over $94,000, and the second campaign raised $19,000. I feel like, I mean, I guess that's enough to do stop motion. Stop motion takes a lot of time. But they have a new theatrical cut for Junkhead debuted in March 2021 at Montreal's 25th Fantasia International Film Festival. Let's go ahead and take a look at the trailer, because I did watch a little bit of it. It looks cool. No idea what it's about.
Oh, it's play animation.
I enjoy these.
I like play. Such a unique art that doesn't get replicated very often.
This looks so creepy.
It is creepy.
This is actually the Lion King. You just don't know it yet.
Oh god. Do those cats have fingers? I can't even describe to audio listeners what I'm seeing right now. Like, I can't.
Japanese.
It's like, these are like people, monkey cats.
I don't know where you got monkey out of that, but I do agree that they look like cats. Weird butts.
Because they're walking on, like, I don't know, they're walking like gorillas. Weird.
Junk World Season 1.
Crazy.
Oh, that's even worse.
I think with stop motion, I'm always interested in watching stop motion. I'm more interested about, like, oh wow, how did they do this? Like, that looks crazy. Like, that they were able to do this.
Designs and stuff.
Yeah, frame by frame. Like, it's
I think
wild.
that's why Nightmare Before Christmas stayed as popular as it has for so
Oh
long.
yeah, I love Nightmare Before Christmas, and then Coraline as well.
Oh my gosh, Coraline and Nightmare. Those are some really great stop animation. But my thing is that this is I really don't often watch foreign films that have stop animation. We all know, what was the one with the guy and he has the turkey or the chicken or whatever and the dog. I forgot the name of that one, but that's like the only one.
Oh, yeah. Wait, that was foreign?
It's on Netflix. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
like
but
it was like English or something, right?
Yes. Yep.
Damn, what
That's
is that?
the only other
okay.
stop animation film that's outside of the United States.
Chicken dog stop animation.
Chicken dog style.
It's called Chicken Run.
Chicken
No,
Run. That was
is it-
so good.
Yeah, when you said out of the country, I didn't think of English. I just thought of, like, Japanese or whatever.
So yeah, I mean, it was still DreamWorks.
Oh, it's DreamWorks. Oh, interesting. So I mean, this film, I'll admit it looks bizarre. It's very hard to describe to our listeners what we were watching, but one thing's for sure: it's stop animation, it's clay animation, and it's very bizarre. And if you're into bizarre, I would definitely say check it out.
Yeah, it definitely looks crazy, and I'm so
Also,
surprised.
wipe out your search history. Thank you. Just in case.
It's so funny. I literally put chicken dog stop animation and it came up. I love
You just know
Google.
how to search.
I love it. All right, let's get to our next news story. All right, we are going to be talking about Final Fantasy 16. Did any y'all play this? Okay.
No, not yet.
So Final Fantasy 16 from Screen Rant, DLC and PC release revealed alongside free game update. There are new pieces of information about DLC expansions from Final Fantasy 16 as well as updates on the PC versions of Final Fantasy 16. The new action RPG from Square Enix was received to critical acclaim when it was released earlier this year, as it brings a fresh experience to the franchise, both in terms of story and gameplay. Seems, however, that its content will be significantly expanded in the future. According to the special message recorded by producer Naoki Yoshida, also known as Yoshi P, on the official Final Fantasy 16 page on Twitter, the game will receive 2 paid DLC expansions. The developer mentions that what drove the team to work on the content was the fans' opinion of players who wanted to see more. I don't even know how to say the places. What is it? Valistia's story. Another great piece of information released with the same video is that the development for PC version of Final Fantasy 16 has officially started. I told you guys it was coming.
You did.
Hey, look.
So, I think 16 would be in my top 3 games this year. If the only thing that I didn't like, so like when you're watching like Transformers back in the day, how everything got like really weirdly distorted because everything was so close.
Yes.
That this game had the same problem. They brought the POV out like I don't know 10 or 15. You could actually see what was happening, but everything looked like a jumbled mess because of how big the combat was. It was only in like certain cinematics, but like the story was really good. The game was really fun. The gameplay was okay. It took a little while to like start like getting there, but the game was good. It just, and I'm down for more story. So
You think
Yeah.
the DLC is gonna do well?
yeah, oh yeah, it's Yoshi P. Yoshi P. Breeze
I just think
dedication. So
I just think it's funny that they were saying, "Oh yeah, we aren't gonna make this for PC because only the PS5 can handle what we've done with Final Fantasy 16." And then 6 months later, hey, yeah, we're making it. It's coming to PC. But apparently, apparently they had a 6 month time exclusive for PS5s, which is short. Because I honestly, if
I
it was
thought
gonna,
it was gonna be a year.
yeah, if it was gonna come to PC, I was thinking a year. But hey, this is great.
I wonder how much money Sony paid them. Obviously not enough.
It just means I get to postpone getting a piece of PS5 even longer. Well, at least the
Till
Spider-Man 2. Yeah. At least the Spider-Man 2. But no, this is great news.
I'm really I hate exclusives personally. I hate having to like split a player base. Um so okay, so Final Fantasy 16 is the only Final Fantasy where like there's dark stories in all Final Fantasy games. You know what I mean? Like there's always like dark and like adult themed in every Final Fantasy game you play. This one they don't hide it though. They literally just go, "We're gonna kill your brother." Like they just straight up murdered a child in like the first 3 minutes of the game. Like it's
Oh, man.
crazy. There's
Yeah.
nudity. There be titties everywhere.
I mean, it's
That's
great.
right.
It's great because he said he wanted it to be more adult,
Yeah. They went with what they got. It's just crazy because like it's very, very dark and very like, so
I want to say, I'm trying to think, because doesn't Yoshi P doesn't he do like,
14 online.
yeah, he does the online stuff, right? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's what I thought. And I
It's
want to
also dark
say,
too, but it's just not in your face.
yeah, and I'm excited. I'm going to wait to get it on PC though, for sure. Even if I get a PS5, I'll still wait. Just
Yeah,
because.
you had-
I think PC outweighs any console if you can run it.
So if you had a handheld device, would you say you would play it on there, or it can't handle it since it's only PlayStation 5 can handle it?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it depends on the handheld, I
assume
guess.
that I would assume the Steam Deck, yeah, Steam Deck could handle it.
I mean, it's a little different, right? Because with PC, you should be able to change the graphics and stuff.
Can you not do
So-
it on a Steam Deck?
No, you
I think you
can.
should.
You can on Steam Deck. But that's what I'm saying. If it's being ported to PC, I'm sure it's gonna have those options. But we know how Sony is with their ports to PC, so we'll see. We'll see. No, that's cool. I am definitely excited about that. Are you expecting anything from the DLC? Like, what kind of DLC content do you think it might have? Because I haven't played it, so
I haven't played it.
like, what could you see the DLC content be?
I didn't finish it.
Oh, well then,
I mean, I got
Give
pretty
us your
close.
insight.
I mean, I got pretty close, but I don't know.
what are the Aeon, like the Guardians, called in this? They're called something else. Like the
So-
big monsters. What are they called?
Yeah.
The summons.
They're the summons.
But they're called
However-
something in this game. I just don't know what they're called. Can't remember.
Hold on. EOS? No.
I think it.
Y'all hear that? What's that?
Yeah, what is
the
it?
Police. I think.
Oh, right.
Oh, they're called Acons or Icons.
Yeah,
Icon.
Icons. So
Well-
basically, the story is like the icons are the same, are basically infused in humans. They give them the powers or whatever, and everybody that has the icon in them essentially hold a position of power because obviously they can use that power, right? And so like certain ones, are like kings and like higher ups, and then basically if you have an icon in you, you're basically a king or a queen or close to. So
Kings and Queens.
yeah,
I do
yeah,
want to
yeah.
play it.
It's very much like if Game of Thrones was a Final Fantasy game. This is what you're looking at.
So apparently, from like stuff that's been shown for DLC, it looks like we may be getting a new icon in this DLC. You know, one by the name of Leviathan. That's what
Oh, that's
people are
cool.
saying.
That means we'd go to the ocean probably.
Ooh, that get on pirate ships.
Oh,
Maybe.
don't tease me
Which-
with a good time.
Which is funny because since Yoshi P works on both this and the online game, the new online DLC or the expansion for the new one is actually pirates.
Oh
Ooh.
wow, that's
So
crazy.
that's big brain.
Yeah,
That's
he's
kinda
like,
cool.
you know what? I'm gonna come out with this, make you guys buy Final Fantasy 14.
What this is this is Yoshi P basically confirming that they're going to be swashbucklers in Final Fantasy Online. Because he always like drops little hints. Like one time for I think it was for Samurai, he wore a shirt that had nothing to do with samurais, but it was like but it had like a small reference to a TV show that he liked that had a samurai in it. And that's how he announced it.
Oh yeah, he's sneaky.
Yeah. Oh, so how they announced the swashbucklers is he wore a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle shirt, and in Spanish, turtle is the same word for like pirate, or it's like correlated somehow. It's super weird.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Super interesting.
that's what he does.
Okay.
That's who he is as a person.
That's cool, man. I like that. All right, let's go on to our last. Or actually, we got two stories left. This one's a big one. This is gonna pretty much affect anybody who likes video games. So SAG-aftra is looking to get authorization for second strike against video game companies. While SAG and its actors already have one strike underway against the Alliance of Motion Pictures and Television Producers, it is now seeking a second strike that would go against major video game companies for how they treat their performers. As reported by Variety, SAG has said the negotiations towards a new video game contract have reached a stalemate, and that a strike would be the next best step to win wage increases and protection from artificial intelligence. So
This is
Pretty much-
for the voice actors, right?
this is
Everyone's strike.
for writers and
Writers.
voice actors.
Oh, right.
So-
Okay.
Yeah, so the current contract with companies like Activision, Electronic Arts, Insomniac Games, Epic Games, WB Games are set to expire November 7th, but the two parties agreed to extend the talks another year. As of this writing, the talks between the two parties will resume on September 26th. So they're looking for 11% retroactive increases in rates for video game performers, followed by increases of 4% and 4% and 4%. Yeah, so I'm all for this. If it has to go into strike and my games get delayed for it, that sucks. But these performers need to get paid for their work. They got to stop taking advantage of them. The entertainment industry.
Yeah, we did a talk about that before. That that one voice actress only made like nothing really. She only
Oh,
made a couple
right.
thousand. Remember?
Yeah,
She-
what was
Bayonetta,
forgot.
voice actor for Bayonetta.
Bayonetta.
She left and they picked somebody else up. Yep,
Oh, that was a tragic story.
it was. And I mean, this is good. I mean, it's good and bad. It's bad for us because that means we'll probably have to wait longer for games next year, which is a
Or
good
it's
thing
gonna be
that
on the flip side, and they're gonna rush games out.
Ooh, I hope
Or-
not that.
Or we'll see a lot more
games with no
non-voice
voices,
games. Yeah, non-voice games.
AI voices.
Remember those days? Oh, that's probably what we'll see. AI voice games. They're doing that.
Yo, imagine
Terrible.
losing
They'll
your
all
job
sound
and
like
not
Donald
getting
Trump.
that because they all have professional sounding like audio.
Oh God,
I'm the Rock.
terrible. I just hope this goes the way that we want it and it goes through fast and they get the increases, so our games don't have to stop. Well, maybe you know what? Not think about it. Maybe the games do need to slow down. That way, I got more time to play them. Look,
On the other hand,
Maybe a little
I'll just play
selfish
another-
here.
I'll just play another campaign on Baldur's Gate. You know. shit.
Oh man, I do want. Let me ask you a question about Baldur's Gate. So, if you're playing with friends, do you have to start over?
No. So they have a weird thing. I've never done it, but so basically, if you play with me, I can either jump on your story or you can jump on mine. But the weird thing is like I'm really far into the story, so like.
So
you'd
I'll
be
just
like,
die.
What the hell? No. I think it's like level. It's like adjust.
Oh, I got you.
I
I
think.
got you.
I think.
Oh, that's cool. But I
But
just
you're
wouldn't
like,
know what's
Who's
going
this
on.
guy that I'm fighting now for no reason? I don't understand the context.
To be honest, I wouldn't care. I would just play my own story.
I got an achievement for throwing a dwarf with my barbarian into another character and killing them.
a drawer.
No, a dwarf, like a
Oh,
small person.
oh no.
Yeah, I chucked a living human being into another human being, and they died. And
That's a hate.
I got an achievement.
That's a hate crime.
hmm
He said, I know what I did.
All for the achievement, baby.
All for the achievement. All right, last news story. This is a pretty sad story as well. So that sucks that we're gonna end on it, but whatever. Kotaku. This comes from Kotaku. Embracer shuts down Saints Row studio Volition after 30 years. Volition, the studio behind Red Faction, Saints Row, and countless other games, is closing its doors after 30 years. The decision was made by parent company Embracer after sprawling conglomerate announced cuts earlier this year following the loss of $2 billion in funding that was reportedly supposed to come from the controversial Saudi Arabia Public Investment Fund. The news was coincidentally shared shortly after reviews for Bethesda's spacefaring RPG Starfield went live, and Embracer declined to comment to Kotaku on why the decision was made or how many developers will be laid off as a result. Naturally, it is a challenging time for everyone impacted, and we are working with those team members with compassion, respect, and integrity, a spokesperson from Embracer wrote in an email. So, this is terrible freaking news.
Saints Row 3 did really bad though, right?
Is it 3
It was
or
like super poorly received. Or the
I
newest
enjoyed
one.
3. Oh,
Whatever the
okay.
newest one is. I thought 3 was the newest.
I didn't play the
Yes.
newest one.
I agree with that, but you also just closed down the whole freaking studio.
Oh, I'm
After you-
just saying. I wonder if that was like the nail in the head. Like they needed
No.
that to succeed.
To be honest, no, I don't think that is. I think Embracer Group is in a predicament where they bought a whole bunch of IPs, didn't have a plan for all the people that they were bringing from these IPs, and now they're
They
suffering
ain't
the
got that
consequences.
Microsoft money.
Yeah, they're suffering the consequences of being greedy in the beginning, and now other people are paying for it. And along with this, you're getting IPs trapped in Embracer Group that may never see again because they suck. You know what I mean? So like Red Faction, I mean, why they should have had them working on a new Red Faction or something.
Yeah.
Come on.
Or something.
Yeah, so this is terrible news. Embracer Group needs to get it together. They need better planning, better management. Like, this isn't the first group they've had to let go, and it's just getting worse and
It's probably
worse.
not gonna be the last.
Exactly.
Probably not. No.
And people are paying for it. Like, they were able to stay around for 30 years, and now all of a sudden, they're like, all right, let's just cut them. You could have put them in different groups, which just shows that the management is terrible. Getting rid of a lot of talented people. But
I wish them all the best, honestly.
me too. And I hope they find a better place. Damn you, Embracer Group. Damn it.
I saw that story and I was just like, really? And then immediately I thought of Lily because I know Lily
Played it. I remember her playing it.
played the stuffing out of Saints Row.
Not the
And-
stuffing.
Get in there.
Get in there.
but honestly, hearing that they've been around 30 years, they've been through, hell and high water, and for them to shut down because of poor management by the company that purchased them, that's never a good thing. People lose their jobs, fans get hurt. You know what I mean? It's not a good move.
I'm
And
just saying, I think we're just in need of a new Jack and Daxter. I've been saying it for years. I just want another Jack and Daxter.
The biggest thing is it sucks too because, like, yeah, you fired all these people and you closed Volition down, but they also had a lot of these deals. They sell their IPs to Embracer Group, so now Embracer Group has the IP as well. Like, these people can't even they couldn't leave together and be like, you know what? Let's just start our own video game company and use Red Faction. They can't even do that now. They'd have to start a whole new IP.
Is that the same company that goes and turns like once popular games that start losing like traction, they turn it into like gacha games essentially? Is it the same
Yeah.
company?
Not necessarily. They buy gaming companies, and they just try to, continue doing what that company's been doing.
Yeah, I mean,
They,
you don't get me wrong. They've had a lot of successes. Like, I mean, Darksiders. They own Tomb Raider now, I want to say. Goat Simulator.
because is it Gamago? People that own.
Oh, Gamico. Yeah, Gamico.
Yeah, like they're known for like buying dead games and then turning it into more of a gotcha and just leaving it as it was intended, which is not good because there's no new content. They just resell the same thing over and over.
Right. And then it's always a little unsettling when you hear when I hear Embracer Group, like they have Crystal Dynamics now. They ended up buying them. They have THQ Nordic, which is what has me worried about the Ninja Turtles
Yeah, that's
game.
dangerous.
Oh,
I don't like that.
you
THQ
did
Nordic
say
is
that.
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they have Play On, Coffee Stain Studios, Saber Interactive. They have a lot of companies under them. And then Volition has paid the price. But yeah, that's our last news story. You guys got any thoughts on that before we shut it down?
No, I'm about to go watch that video.
Oh, you said you're going to watch One
Everyone's
Piece.
hyped about it. I like the energy.
Going to watch One Piece live action? Oh yeah, I hear you.
No, I'm gonna go look at me in my Luigi shirt.
Yeah, bro, there was so much I could there were so many instances, and then there were so many natural moments where we would just bust out into song and dance. I wanted to add them all, but
You
unfortunately,
at least added the Goofy, the
Oh,
eye to eye,
you-
right? Okay,
you-
just making
you-
sure because that was
you-
like hyped. That was so good.
It's please watch it. Let me know. Please comment and subscribe.
Wow,
BTG, we
just-
can't hear you.
All right, did you post a link on Twitter?
I
Yeah,
did.
I can
Okay.
post it in the chat.
Thank you.
Yeah, go ahead and post it in chat. I'm also reposting on the Team Night Kids Twitter. we had our first annual Team Night Kids kickback party, and Yano had the great idea of doing interviews. We had a great time.
Whoa, I can't take credit. It was
He
Rainbows.
also had
Oh, it was
the
Rainbow's
great
idea.
of using Everclear as the drink of choice for beer pong.
Oh yeah, that was fun. It got us
That was-
started.
That was something.
It was something. All right, games coming out this week. You got Chance of Senar Ruin Factory. Oh, that comes out September 5th. Ruin Factory 3 special on Switch September 5th. Baldur's Gate 3 on PlayStation 5 September 6th. I forgot it didn't come to PS5 yet, but it came out yesterday.
It comes to Xbox later too.
Oh,
Hasn't gotten
okay.
announced yet. So Xbox has this thing where you have to run it on both S and X
Yes.
equally, and it was having trouble with split play on S, so they're working to fix that.
Yeah, and I think I remember seeing something about that this might be the first game where they actually don't do that and it only comes out on the X. But we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah. So and then Starfield came out yesterday. Final Fantasy 7 Ever Crisis came out on iOS and Android today. Oh, I didn't even play it. I tried to launch it yesterday. I guess it wouldn't work because it comes out today. Cool. King's Bounty 2, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, Bay Farm. Oh, that's the Fairy Farm game. September 8th on Switch and PC. NBA 2K24, September 8th.
Night.
Get that
Night, baby.
that Mamba edition. Get that Mamba edition.
I actually paid extra just for the Mamba edition because I'm such a huge Kobe fan.
Nice.
Comes out at midnight.
Awesome.
Man.
And that is it for our show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us tonight. If you guys want more content from these handsome fellows, where can they find you, Dax?
You can find me pretty much here right now. I've been too busy to actually stream, but if I ever do get back to streaming, it's Professor_Daxter. You can check me at Professor Daxter, all one word, on Twitter, and fitness_with_Daxter on the Instagram if you want to keep up with the workout process.
Nice.
What about you, Yano?
You can find me, YanoNick, over at NK_YanoNick over at x/twitter.com, or you can find me soon over at twitch.tv/YanoNick. BTG, where can we find you, bro?
You can find me here. You know where to find me. And we're in the middle of an ad, so that's awesome. So I will tell you guys bye in the chat. But for the audio listeners, we'll see you guys Monday with some more Night Kids gaming news. Later.
Peace.
Bye, you guys.